Hello there, and welcome or welcome back. It's Stefanie here, and we are taking a whispering adventure. You're watching the Strength Discover channel where I take you on whispering adventures, ASMR style, all with the intention to connect you with an embodied sense of self. I invite you to grab your earbuds and settle in to you. Feel free to carry me with you with whatever you're doing if you're just here for my voice, or if you want to participate in this self-massage whispering adventure, then do find a place where you have space for you, for an embodied experience of self-connection. So let's start this off with the affirmation that we are going to be anchoring into today. Curiosity leads me closer to my core self. Breathe and let that affirmation settle into you through the breath. Curiosity leads me closer to my core self. Breathe and allow yourself to be curious about the experience of your breath. Letting go of the narrative in the mind, dropping down into you, breathing and being curious about your somatic experience of the breath. I invite you to bring your hands together, gently rubbing them, creating friction, heat, and warmth before we engage in some self-massage. Curiosity leads me closer to my core self. Letting go of the idea of me and embracing curiosity about my experience without the narrative of the mind. Bring your palms out in front of you, placing the mind in the right hand, and then the left hand, breathing and noticing. being present with the energy that you've created in the hands. Bringing one of your hands to the back of the head and the neck, gently squeezing and releasing. Being curious about the sensation of you touching you, squeezing, releasing, breathing. Getting curious to see if you can create those tingling, good feeling sensations throughout your physical vessel. Switching to the other hand, squeezing and releasing, honoring what your body's asking for, dropping down into the physical sensation, and getting curious to see if you can create relaxation through your own self-touch. Allowing your hand to travel down the neck, maybe coming to the chest and moving to the opposite shoulder, squeezing and releasing, moving down the arm, giving yourself a gentle massage as you allow yourself to drop into curiosity about your experience, out of identity and into you in the here and the now, dropping more deeply into your core self as you squeeze and release, moving to the hand, up the arm, breathing, being present with the sensations of your physical vessel from a space of curiosity. Intuitively moving up and down the arm, the hand, allowing your physical vessel to guide you into the present moment, dropping down deeper into your core self. Moving to the opposite arm, maybe across the chest and to that shoulder, massaging, releasing, getting curious to see what sensations your touch generates as you meet the experience with curiosity, remembering to breathe. Intuitively moving as you massage, following your curiosity and the sensations that you are generating. Coming to rub the hands together again. And let's take a gentle pause to check back in. Curiosity leads me closer to my core self. Allow those words to gift you with whatever insight you need today. Breathe. Maybe putting a hand on the heart or a hand on the low belly or both. Noticing the sensation of the breath. Allowing curiosity to replace any self-judgment that might be surfacing. Breathing and being in the space of an embodied experience of you. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I refer to higher self as core self, because for me, after my religious trauma, I have found my spirituality through my physical vessel, and it has taught me that my core self has been through diving deeply into my physical vessel, into the present moment, and into the connection of that oneness that we all share. Breathe and be curious about your connection with your core self or higher self, whatever verbiage you want to use for you. Breathe and be. For me, embracing curiosity has been a beautiful antidote for judgment. Judgment of self, judgment of other, judgment of experience, of thought, of emotion, and just simply being present from a space of curiosity, not needing to label anything as good or bad, and just radically accepting what is here, what is now, dropping down into my physical vessel and into the infinite potentiality of each present moment that we are gifted. You are a beautiful fucking human, and you deserve to be curious about your experience instead of judging your experience. Let's continue with more self-massage, starting on the chest, working down the torso, noticing, breathing, being, moving down to the low back and the hips, gently massaging, squeezing and releasing, meeting your physical experience with curiosity, neutrality, or maybe even radical acceptance. Move down to the glutes, the hips, squeezing, releasing, massaging in any way that feels aligned for you. Giving yourself full permission to shake it out at any time if self-massage starts to feel like too much. Returning to the breath, noticing the sensation at the nose, choosing your personal pathway through this experience of being curious and dropping down into core self. Moving down to the thighs, the fronts, the backs, squeezing, releasing, allowing your touch to bring rest and relaxation, and getting curious to see if you can create those feel-good bumps and sensations on your physical vessel that help you release stress, dropping down into the experience and gifting yourself with rest. Moving down to the knees, the lower legs, massaging, breathing, giving yourself the gift of slowing down and tuning into you. Slowly making your way down to your ankles and to your feet. Squeezing and releasing. Bringing gentle pressure and getting curious about what it feels like to be in your physical vessel. Meeting the experience with curiosity, neutrality, maybe appreciation, gratitude, wherever you can access today. Continue to massage the feet, maybe moving back up the legs, ankles, the lower legs, the knees, the thighs, back to the hips, the glutes, maybe coming to the low belly and resting your hands there. I invite you to breathe in and out of the nose and invite the breath to expand the low belly on the inhale, allowing it to relax and let go, and gently releasing on the exhale. Remembering that if a low belly breath is too much, then bring your awareness to your heart space or the nose, honoring your personal capacity for the breath. This is truly a gift that you are giving yourself. Self-connection from a place of curiosity, diving deep into your core self, being present, letting go of the narrative of the mind, resting, relaxing, resetting your nervous system from a place of embodied self-connection. Curiosity leads me closer to my core self. Thank you for joining me on today's whispering adventure. I deeply appreciate likes, comments, shares. Consider subscribing if you aren't already. And there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description if you feel so inclined to support my work. I wish you the most beautiful fucking fantastic day. You are an amazing goddamn human. You deserve to meet yourself with curiosity, appreciation, and radical acceptance. You're living in a physical vessel spinning on a rock in space. And you deserve to show up for you. I will whisper at you next time. Bye.